Hello, I'm Adam Peterson. I've been a project leader for a long time, and one of the things I found is having to talk to your stakeholders when bad things have happened. Something has gone wrong on a project, and it needs to be communicated because now, if we're going to hit our deadline, we need something different than we've had. We need new skills, we need more time, and having to have that conversation is never easy, but I'm going to give you a few steps here that will make it easier as a guide and a path. And it is important to prepare. You can't go in there cold, and you need to think through this a little bit. And honestly, it really goes back to when you first started the project, because I call this the success conversation. And this assumes that you've done a really good job at the start of the project, boiling down to what success looks like. And there's other videos and training that I've done to help you have that kickoff meeting to get everybody bought into this idea of this is what success is. Our project is doing this and not doing that. And we've homogenized those expectations across our stakeholders. So now this is later in the project, and again, something has happened. And when that happens, you need to prepare. And the first thing is you go to your team. So don't start communicating, well, not in any depth. Let your stakeholders know, if they already are aware, that the team's going to meet on this and we'll be talking about it today, and I'll get back with you as soon as possible. So the team does look at it first. You need to talk to them about what has happened. Do we have a root cause? Is it obvious what happened? Or is this going to take some time to figure out? Or, yeah, we know what happened and it's really bad news. We need like 6 more months. This has really set us back. So the team helps you with that. And you need to make sure that you leverage them and that you ask them politely not to run out of that meeting and tell everybody how bad things are. That to let you do your job as the project leader and communicate this to the key people first before it spreads through the organization. And we know it will, but let's not fan those flames. So once you know that you have an idea of how bad this is and how you're going to at least address it or figure out what the root cause analysis looks like in the next week or two, now you go to your key stakeholder. It might be your sponsor if you have a strong sponsor in your organization. It might be the key resource holder or decision maker in your area. But this person that's closest to your project. And you go there and you have this, what I call the success conversation. And it's very simple. It starts out with, you want success and I want success. We've agreed that at the start of the project, right? So you want success, I want success. And we know that was hitting this launch date, having the product samples ready at a trade show, something like that. This is what success means to the project right now. And something has happened, the third step. So you want success, I want success. Now the third step is something has happened that is jeopardizing that success. So we agreed that my team and the scope, and we had what we needed, that, the original goal and what we had in place would bring us success. But now we've learned something or something has happened that is jeopardizing that success, and explain very succinctly the facts of the matter. This is what's happened. This is what we know. This is what we don't know. But keep it tight and let them ask a few questions, right? Don't elaborate too much. Catch them up. Allow them to ask questions to clarify what we know and what we don't know. Once that you feel that you've communicated, this is what has happened, now the propensity is to run on and say, and I met with the team and we just need some more resources and we'll get back on track in a month or two. And just keep running right from, here's what happened, here's what I need. I recommend pausing there. Stakeholder management is more of a relationship. It's not a vending machine. You're not just going to this manager to get more resources for your project. You're going there to manage this relationship, to say a risk was realized and this is bad for the project and probably bad for them, bad for the company. So let them think about it a little bit and basically let a manager manage and say, we have met with the team, I have some recommendations, but I am interested in hearing what you think we should do. So just hitting the pause button, just for a beat or two, not very long, and just ask them. Because this is where they might have information you don't have. They might know there's other competing projects that really need the resource that's on your team. And if you're set back 6 months, instead of diving in and solving this problem, they might say, you know what, let's put this back on the shelf. We need to redeploy your team to this other more important thing to make more money for the customer. Your project was already in maybe the bottom third of our portfolio. And if we've had this kind of setback, let's shut her down. And that's very key information to know But if you walk in there, hey, all we need is 2 more weeks and we've got it figured out, we can handle this, you might not learn that information. So you want success, I want success. Something has happened to jeopardize that success as we've defined it. What do you think we should do? And then say, well, I met with the team and our recommendation is this. And we agree, and here's some other things that the team thought about that maybe you didn't think about. And now you've let them enter into that discussion. Instead of you just walking into an office asking for more resources, you have now collaborated with your stakeholder, your key sponsor, and have them be part of the solution process as well. Now, if they don't come to the same conclusion and they really think something else should happen very different than what your team thinks, that's great information. You've learned that. Now you can recycle that with your team and go back through it and then take it to the larger decision-making group. And hopefully that is a conversation that can be had then with several managers and not just one person in an email. But think about this. This is called the success conversation. It is not an email. Stakeholder management is done in conversations. Emails send information. Communication is always two-way. And so following these few steps, I promise you, you're going to have a more in-depth and more effective conversation than firing off, something bad happened, here's what we need, please let me know if we can have that request. So I hope this helps. I look forward to working with you and hearing about your projects. I'm Adam Peterson. Thank you for watching.